Hey everybody, this is Kat the Gamer Gal. We got some serious talking to do. So, even though it's the 21st, and this is technically the day that Assassin's Creed the movie comes out, I was able to get an early screening of it yesterday. It was late at night, so by the time I was done, it was midnight. The movie technically ended at 11:50 at night, but I waited till the end of the credits to see if there was anything. Because, come on, it was an Assassin's Creed movie. Oh my heavens, how do I start this off? I guess the best way to explain this film was that it was fucking epic! It was so good! I was just like, oh my god. Now look, I was in the theater and I was moving in my seat. I was completely invested in the film. But I was keeping myself calm. I was cool and collected. But holy fucking shit, it was awesome. And that's just me trying to keep myself calm right now because it's super late at night, but I had to get it out. It was good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I watched a video yesterday from by the Know, Know, which was about Assassin's Creed, and it says, "Does it suck?" You know, it's one of those "Does it suck" segments, and I watched it, because I was like, okay, let's see what the critics are saying and stuff, and everyone was hating on the movie, and then the only person that redeemed it was someone from, I think, Polygon, and you know what? I looked at those reviews and I frowned and I said, you know what? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They think they do, but I feel like they don't. Honestly, this movie was made for the gamers. It was not made for the normal audience. I have to say this now. I think, some people who are like the normal audience who probably have not played the game might actually be interested to try and play the game. But explaining the game to somebody it's difficult. Like, I'm gonna put a picture up to, show you that meme. That's what it's like to try and explain Assassin's Creed as a whole to somebody. It is difficult. It is not something you can explain. It is something you have to play. Me, oh my god, this was a good fucking movie. This movie was fucking epic. Period. There's no other way to explain it. I am so happy that I went and watched it. It was like, oh my god. Now, I only watched a standard viewing of it, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care if it was standard. I don't care if it was IMAX. I think I would watch it no matter what version of it I saw, because it was fucking good. Michael Fassbender was holy fucking shit. He was awesome in the movie. Like, he did a great job. And from what I heard, he's also the one who produced it as well, which makes it even more cool. I think he was the first actor that Ubisoft went to when they wanted to make this film, and he's been with it for a long time now. I can't remember exactly when they started writing this, but I know it was after Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, I think. Which Prince of Persia: Sands of Time came out in 2010, which I actually remember that because I went to go see it. And Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, like the movie that Disney did, I have mixed feelings. Like, I loved the movie. I thought the movie was, good in a way. But the problem lied was that it was made by Disney. And as much as trust me guys, I absolutely love Disney. I love the Disney company. I love all the movies that they make. But this was something that they shouldn't have touched. They shouldn't have never touched Prince of Persia, and they did, and that's why it came out terribly. I mean, there was good concepts in Prince of Persia, but It really wasn't. Like, I can't explain how it didn't. It just didn't work. I don't know what it was, but there's actually a YouTuber that I spoke with about this a couple days ago, and he said it seemed like he explained it to me as in he said something like it felt like Aladdin-ish, and I was like, yeah, it felt like Aladdin-ish. Like it didn't work like that. Like Prince of Persia is not Aladdin. It's a completely different concept, and for some reason it felt like Aladdin-ish. And see, he perfectly he perfectly said that. Like when he said that, it clicked. Like, yeah, that is exactly what Prince of Persia was, and that's why I don't think Disney should have been. Like, if it was Lionsgate or some other company, then hell, it would have been much better. But Disney made it, and it felt like Aladdin. It did not work. But anyway, back to Assassin's Creed. Like, oh my god, I'm so glad that after Prince of Persia that Ubisoft kind of learned their lesson, and from there decided that if they're going to make a movie based on one of their games, that they are going to have to be involved, because as far as I know, they were not involved at all with Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. So, like with the film. And now they're actually a part of this film. They actually, help write it, and they made some of the animations as far as I understand, and made the concept of it. It was just great. It was perfect. Now, like I was saying, critics are giving it such a freaking hard time. Kind of like what they did with Warcraft. Now, I never got to go see Warcraft. I mean, I love World of Warcraft, at a certain extent, but my knowledge of World of Warcraft is not as excessive as a lot of fans out there, so I can't put myself with them. But I respect it because it is a good video game movie. It looked good to me. And I think the fans are the only ones who would truly understand it. Now, me, I am a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I've played almost every single one of them. The ones that were like on the next gen consoles are the only ones I haven't played yet, which was Unity and Syndicate. Those are the only ones. I think there was like maybe another one that's coming out, and I haven't played it. I played the first one. I played all of Ezio. I played Ezio's Chronicles, which is like actually, no, it's a trilogy. Ezio's trilogy. He's got 3 games. And I played Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, Black Flag. Those are the only ones that I've played. And then maybe a couple for like the handheld consoles, like Altair's Chronicles. I played that. I think there was another Assassin's Creed spin-off game, but I can't think of what it was. But yeah, like I played almost every single one of them. And oh my god, guys, like I knew going into this film that it was going to be different. I mean, based from what the trailer showed me and things like that, I knew it was different. I mean, the Animus concept was different and things like that. And you know what? I was okay. I was okay with the Animus concept. Like, it worked. Now, like, it made sense to me, reason being is because Abstergo, there's not just one company, there's multiple there's multiple, facilities of Abstergo, like, around the world, and every one of them has a different concept to them. Like, for instance, in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the Abstergo company, has, like, interns, I think is what they were, and they're just, like, on the computer just scrolling through memories and stuff like that. But, it was just good. But yeah, like, the interns were, like, scrolling through the memories and things, and I know I already said that, but, I'm just trying to get my train of thought back, but basically, they scroll through the memories, and they kind of piece them together like a movie. Like, that was kind of, I think, their job, and you know what, and then that shows you, like, there's different Abstergo companies, like, they were Abstergo Entertainment, or something like that, and it made sense that this particular Abstergo facility in the film had a different version of the Animus, so to speak. And I actually really like that concept because I didn't think that all of the Abstergo companies are gonna have the same, Animus. Like, I kind of figured that. Like, yeah, I think in the third game they kind of like give you an idea that there are multiple Animuses, and they are like all these little lie down chair things, but you know what? I'm glad that this one took it in a different approach, and it worked, it worked. And oh my god, it was just good. It was just fucking good. I can't, I cannot contain myself. Like, in the theaters, I don't know how, but I was able to contain myself the entire time I was there. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Like, I sat there, I was acting like a normal human being all the way up until it finally ended, and I watched the end of the credits and everything, making sure if there was anything there, and I walked out of that theater, my sister pulled up, I got in the car, and as soon as I hopped in, I I exploded. That is the best way to explain my reaction. So I think all it took was her to say so, and I was like, I poured everything out. I just couldn't shut up. It was so good. I didn't explain the entire film to her, but I explained like most of the key points, and I just kept saying over and over, it was so fucking good because it was. I mean, I have not played an Assassin's Creed game for a long time until, of course, I got Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, which, um, it's a side scroller, and I said 2D yesterday when I called it. I called it a 2D side scroller. It's not. It's a 3D side scroller. But yeah, like I played that, and I'm so glad I got back into the Assassin's Creed, you know, um, world. Like it's been a long time, so. I mean, I knew the concept of like what the buttons do, like which button does what. I knew what my run button was. I knew what my jump button was. I knew what my attack button was. But I think the whole idea was it has been so long since I have been able to actually sit down and enjoy an Assassin's Creed game. And just coming out of that movie theater, just going in there and sitting down and watching it. It was so fucking good. I'm pretty sure I'm annoying everyone by now, but holy fucking shit, it was so good. Like, I want to go back and watch it again. That's how good it was. When it comes to DVD, I'm getting it. Like, I will get the best version if I have to. It was good. If they make a Blu-ray, I'm probably gonna go get the Blu-ray, because my console can fucking do Blu-ray now, right? I mean, mine as well, and I want it. I kind of want it right now, but it's not out yet, so I can't have it now. But holy fucking shit, it was good. It was so fucking good. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I'm annoying all of you guys right now, and I'm so sorry, but I cannot contain myself. It was amazing. Now, I can kind of understand like the critics' side, in a way, because they were confused about certain things, and then trust me, and when I watched the nose video of Assassin's Creed the movie Does It Suck, you know, there was a part where they ask a question about like how a horse got on a roof. I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but I'm just gonna say I immediately pieced it together how that horse got there is all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say exactly how or whatever. I'm just gonna say I know how the horse freaking got there. Why would you question that? Like it made sense, I mean, in a video game, the game, guys, when we play Assassin's Creed the game and we're on horseback, we can't get to a roof with a horse. So we can't even enter a building with a horse. Game logic. I mean, it makes sense. You can't do it because there's no access for that in the game. But in the film, based on how the events go, it made sense. I knew how he got up there. It worked. Like it made sense enough to where you kind of you automatically got it. Now, oh my god. The flashback segments, which I can't really call them that, but like the memory sequences with Aguilar were just It was epic. The the combat was great. The parkour was great. In fact, you know what? No. Here's something I really wish that they did more was the memory sequence. If there's any flaw, that was kind of like the only pet peeve, to be honest. I really wish that they had done more, memory sequences. I kind of wish that they did more. I really, really do. Because that was the best part to me. Like, they show a good amount, yeah, but I kind of wish they had just a teensy bit more because I was hungry to see the past. Like, that was the one thing I always loved about the Assassin's Creed games, was being there in the historical moment. You know? That's what I loved more than anything in the world, was being there in history, in the making. Yes, like if the real, like, if the people who were actually interpreted in this game, like the real historical figures, if they could see themselves, how they're being interpreted in the game, and like how they're fitting along with the assassins and the Templars and all that, pretty sure like they'd be turning over in their graves. Because it's just an interpretation of fantasy, to be honest. But it works for me, I love that stuff. I love how they interact with these historical figures. Yes, that is not how they truly are, but the fact remains that they dig so deep in the history of these historical figures, and they try their best to not only recreate them in reality, but they put them side by side with the Assassin Templars. And I say it like that, because the historical figures could be for the assassins, or they could be for the Templars, or they can just kind of be neutral. But the fact still remains that they are the focus in the Assassin's Creed game, along with the characters we play. And I kind of wish that in this film that they, kind of did more of that. I wanted there to be more memory sequences, I mean, I'm happy with what I got, though. I just wish there was more. It was almost 2 hours long. That's how long it was. It was almost 2 hours, and it was so good. It was the best 2 hours of my life. Oh my heavens. I cannot explain any more in detail how great it was. I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the timer on, I'm talking 18 minutes of just telling you guys how fucking good it was. And you're like, dude, there has to be something wrong. And well, I kind of did. I kind of wish that there was more memory sequences. There wasn't enough for me, But that's okay. I mean, I was okay with what they showed, even though I kind of wish there was more. And, uh, the parkour was amazing. Oh my god, the leap of faith. Like, I think there's like maybe, I can't, no, I'm not gonna even tell you how many there were. I'm just gonna say when they done the leap of faith, my heart was pounding every single time they done the leap of faith. And you know what? Here's my favorite thing about the whole film. Like, if I had to name one thing that I absolutely love, more than the parkour, more than the combat, more than the whole idea of the animus and them going through the ancestors, in the ancestors' past and all that stuff, like, the one thing I absolutely love about the Assassin's Creed film was the eagle. Now, if you guys know anything about Assassin's Creed, you know the eagle symbolizes the assassins. And let me just say, every time that damn eagle came on screen, I was done. Like, I was done. That was the best part. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of you are like, well, it's just an eagle. But it's not, though. It's not just an eagle. I mean, the way that they animated it and the way that they showed the shots with the eagle, that was all I needed. That part alone, just anytime you see the shot of the eagle and the camera's following it, that's it. Like, you're done. You immediately know this is an Assassin's Creed movie. It doesn't, like the parkour, the combat, like, and the assassinations and all that stuff, like that that makes it just as good, but fuck, that damn eagle made it better. Yes, it's something small and simple and probably insignificant, but to me, that eagle was what made me really excited for the film. Because it felt like a real Assassin's Creed movie. It was great. Ubisoft did an excellent job of working together with Regency and 20th Century Fox to create this film. I mean, oh my god. It was so good, guys. Like, I recommend, if you're a huge Assassin's Creed fan, like, yeah, there's probably going to be a few problems, because a lot of the people that actually went to see it actually were Assassin's Creed fans that went with me, or that were at the theaters when I went by myself, but still, the fact remains, there was a lot of people in there who were Assassin's Creed fans, and, at least from what I understand, because most of them were, like, talking about the games and things like that, so, yeah, like, they're all in there, and, like, some of them were like, it was good, but, and, they talk about a few things that they kind of had a problem with the movie, and I was okay with that, I agreed with them on some of them, but I was okay with those concepts that were in the film. Like, I know some of them kind of had a problem with the animus, I think, and there was someone else who had a problem with, how the character, was portrayed, I think, not by the actor, but, how his character, developed over the film, and things like that. His relationship with another character, which I'm not going to name. I don't want to spoil the film. Let me just say that they all, like, certain people had different, had problems with certain stuff. I mean, I wish it was longer. I mean, it was pretty much a good 2-hour film, but I kind of wish it was longer. I really, really do. It was just good. I don't care what the critics say. I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes say. I don't care what Metacritic, I think is what they're called. I don't care what they say. I don't care what any critic says. I enjoyed it. And if you're a real Assassin's Creed fan, I say at least give it a try. Give it a shot. Don't be afraid to spend, a few dollars or whatever to go see it. I mean, I just saw it in standard version. I'm pretty sure the IMAX version is like 10 times better, but I just went on ahead and saw it in standard version, and it was just as good for me. Like, it was good, and I suggest you at least just go and see it. Or wait until it, finally comes out on DVD, or hell, even when it comes out, if you got cable, just wait until it comes, like, on a channel one day. Like, don't be afraid to go see this movie, because I think it was good. I really, really do. Now, I'm pretty sure that all of you are gonna kind of just like watching this film and just listening to me and seeing all these pictures and things like that, and like, wow, you wasted 23 minutes of my life, Kat. How dare you? But I can't help but express how amazing it was. Like, I was satisfied. I was completely and utterly satisfied with what I had seen. And I want to go see it again. Like, if I had a choice, if money meant nothing to me, I'd go see it every freaking day. That's how amazing it was. Oh my god. I'll tell you what, that was the best Christmas present I could ever have in my life. Like, I gotten a lot of great presents, like, over the years and things like that through family and things, but this is the first time that I felt like it was perfect. It was perfect. Oh my god. So yes, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, try to at least give this movie a chance. If you don't like it, that's okay. That's okay if you do not like it, but at least you gave it a chance. That's the one thing. I mean, if you watched Assassin's Creed Lineage, which was completely done by Ubisoft for Assassin's Creed 2, If you watched Assassin's Creed Embers, and that ending still gets you every freaking time, then at least give this one a shot. Yes, it doesn't feature Desmond. Yes, it does not feature the assassins that we know and love that we've played. Ezio, Altair, Connor, Edward, like, it doesn't feature those guys. Yes, I know, and all the others, I mean, and I understand that. Jacob, and, there's like, I think another one, but, you know, I mean, it does, and I know it doesn't feature them. But I think that was okay. It was okay that it doesn't have Desmond Miles. It's okay that it doesn't have Altair, Ezio, Jacob, Connor, and Edward, and all of them. It's okay that it didn't have them. Because he's not the only assassin. There are other assassins. There were other subjects. And I think that it was a good idea that they chose a completely different person to, you know, to see the memories of their ancestor, to relive those memories, and to see it in like an entirely different place, a different location, all of that. I'm happy that they did that. Because there's not just one subject. There were multiple. Desmond Miles was the 17th, if I'm correct. He was the 17th subject. He was subject 17. And there were 16 more before him. So, and in this one, it was perfect because they didn't show that his character, you know, Michael Fassbender's character was the only subject. There was other subjects before him. And I'm happy that they did that. I'm happy that they have other subjects. So, yeah. I think I've talked enough. I'm looking at my phone. We're already hitting 27 minutes. So, basically, I'm not going to give it a rating. I'm just going to because I don't think I'm really good with ratings. So, I'm just going to say, I loved it. I fucking loved it. Period. The end. No more. I'm done. You already know. I love the movie. That's all I'm going to say. You've already heard me talk about it enough. I say go and give it a chance. Go and try to see it before Christmas. Because, you know what? December 20th was my first year, my gaming channel's, you know, 1 year anniversary. I was gonna do a Resident Evil 7 stream with the demo, but when I found out that I could go and see an early screening of this film, I said, you know what? That right there will be my gift kind of to me, you know? My sister offered to pay for the ticket and everything, and I was like, you don't have to. And she's like, no, I want to. She paid for the ticket. That was her Christmas present to me, she said. And I was like, you know what? Best fucking present ever. It was something small, simple, and I loved it. It didn't even cost much. It cost $8. $8 just to see the standard version. At least. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It was amazing. So yes, if the theater near you actually has this film, please go and try to see it. If you want to wait until later, that's fine. I respect that. But at least give it a chance because it's so good. And if you don't like it after you see it, then that's okay. At least you gave it a chance. That's all that matters, is that you give this film a chance. Because it's worth at least a chance. So, I think I'm gonna close it here because I've already wasted almost 29 minutes of y'all's life. But I hope that the 29 minutes that you sit here just listening to me talk about this film is worth it. Because I feel like this film was worth seeing. I felt it was. I don't care what the critics say. I felt it was worth it. And I think that despite what the critics say, our personal opinion to us matters more. I really think it does. Especially if you're a fan of the series. So please, please go and try to see it. And if you want to wait, like I said, then wait. It's okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce and get out of here because I'm done talking. It is late. I gotta get some sleep. So, you guys will probably be seeing this on the 21st when the film is released officially. So, Yeah. Guys, if you stuck with me all the way to the end of this crazy ass video, thank you. Thank you so much for sticking this long with me. Just sticking just sticking around and watching it all the way to the end, just listening to my voice. I'm pretty sure it is hella annoying right now. But I greatly appreciate it. You guys are so awesome-tastic for sitting there and just listening. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Kat the Gamer Gal. And remember to trying to do my outro is so hard because I'm just so overwhelmed. It was Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to please hit, smash, karate chop, karate kick, or parkour onto that like button. And remember, be cool, play it safe, and stay fucking awesome. This is Kat the Gamer Gal, signing off. Go watch the movie. It's good.